media, I'm pro. You know how this goes. But anyways, Black Door Media, where your access is still granted if you do those 3 things for me. Like, comment, subscribe in any order you want. Just do it like it's your job. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with the sports pro. You know what I'm saying? The pro analyst right here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga's only 20. And he's calling a draft right now.
I'm a 90s baby.
He's a 90s baby. You know what I'm saying? So
94 to be exact.
we just gonna get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got email is full, man.
And I actually
we got people.
Not to cut you off, but I was actually kind of excited when I seen that because I was like, nobody mess with us like that.
Yeah.
But when they heard about the new channel, the media channel, I feel like
Niggas got excited.
I feel like they wanted to get involved.
Niggas got excited.
I'm actually looking forward to that. Or like people were just like trying to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Trying to debate.
It might be.
But hey,
I go out of my way to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
But people actually jumping on board. I know a lot of bandwagon people out there need to go and hop on. Hey, this wagon is moving. We're gonna go on and get right into it. I know y'all here for the sports, so let me just keep it sports there. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we got a few questions here for you, Mr. Sports Analyst.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Madden King 90 asks, who should the Texans pick at number 1 and why?
All right. So is that his username? Like
that's
gaming wise, or
I don't know. That's like his.
That's
the
just
email
what he
that
left.
came through. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's his name?
Madden King 90.
All right. So Madden King 90. You ask, who should the Texans pick their number 1 pick and why? I believe they should obviously take Johnny Manziel. Why? I feel like Johnny Manziel is probably the best quarterback in this draft. The only reason I say probably, I'm kind of skeptical because, you have Blake Bortles. You have, NFL ready, Teddy Bridgewater. And, the up-and-comers, Zach Manberger and stuff like that. But at the same time, I feel like the Texans would be better off having a quarterback. Just a few years ago, they were in the running. Some people were even picking them for Super Bowl picks. That was just, 2 years ago? 2014 now, and everybody's giving up on them. Why? Because they don't have a quarterback. So I would say take Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel, but I mean, couldn't this be just another hype thing? Like,
I mean,
people comparing him to Tebow.
He had presidents.
It's Tebow though.
He had presidents at his combine. I mean, not at his combine, at his off the field workout pro day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He had presidents there. Like damn near every team except for 3 teams.
We talking about literal presidents?
Yeah,
like old presidents.
Not the George W. Bush, but the old one, HW.
I wouldn't give a damn if he came to my combine. That don't mean I'm going places.
That is all right. when you have the support of a president,
okay,
of a former president, I feel like you're winning. Charlie Sheen.
All right, well, there it is. So Madden King 90. I hope he answered your question.
Johnny Manziel,
but
number 1.
Just because presidents show up for you to do any fucking thing, don't mean you going places.
All right.
Next question. Dude called Run My City 8080.
These gotta be gamer tags, bro.
I don't know what the fuck is 8080.
They have to be gamer tags.
He says, "Is this the deepest draft class we've ever seen?"
I love that question. All right, because if you ask an older person that question, they're gonna say no. They might go back to those old draft classes like Peyton Manning back in 94s and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was just born. You know what I mean? So I really can't comment on that. But for me to have been watching football as long as I have, I would have to say yes.
You say yes.
I have to say it. It's the deepest class. If you look at each position, it's at least 2 to 3 players in each position this year who you can plug into any team and they can become starters right away.
What is this, like history? This has never been done before?
I feel like it's history.
It's
you
history.
Just call
you just gonna call it that.
History is being made May 8th. You have 4 to 5 quarterbacks who can start right now. You have 2 to 3 running backs who can start right now. I don't know about fullbacks. I guess you would count them as running backs. But receivers, everything. You have one awesome tight end. You have tackles, and Taylor Lewan, Jake Matthews, and what's the kid name? Greg Robinson from Auburn. So I feel like the receivers is crazy. The cornerbacks are even crazier. And yeah, I just feel like no one should miss in the first 3 rounds of this year's draft. Each team should be able to draft a person that's gonna start for them right away.
So that's what makes this the deepest.
Yeah,
draft
it's the
class
deep. Yeah,
ever.
it's 32 teams.
Do the math.
Yeah, 32 times 3.
Do the math. I wasn't gonna do the math because
Nah,
I barely passed math. But that's another topic. You know what I'm saying? So y'all see it. I guess we're gonna see the draft coming up on the 8th.
Yeah,
so we're gonna see if you was right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, before like from now to the 8th, I'm gonna come out with more. I want to do like, a mock draft when we're done with this, if that's all right. I have like
you got something in your head?
Yeah, I have something in my head.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, let's get through. We'll take what 2 more questions.
Yeah.
One more
right.
question. 2
Sounds
more.
Good.
Something like that. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Who that? 504.
I love that name.
Is this year's QB class better than 2012?
That's a good.
That's kind of a dumbass question.
It's a pretty good question, I might say, because 2012, you had Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin III, my favorite, and Ryan Tannehill, and another favorite of mine, Russell Wilson, Brandon Weedens. That was a quarterback heavy draft class, but the thing was everybody was so hyped over RG3 and Andrew Luck that, people like Russell Wilson didn't get, that exposure because he's not the prototypical quarterback. He's not 6'5", he's not, 230, you know what I mean? He's short and he runs, you know what I mean? So no, I like that question. What I say is better, I have to say yes. Because I feel like with these teams that need quarterbacks, I feel like it's about 5 quarterbacks that can make a difference for those teams, such as the Browns, the Texans. I feel like these quarterbacks will put them over the top and make them contenders. Not Super Bowl contenders, but
contenders nonetheless.
Yeah.
They'll be better than they are
way
now.
Better. All five of the quarterbacks, say even Jimmy Garoppolo, whatever his name is. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Even him, he's I think ranked 5 on people's big boards. Like, he's not like the first 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But I believe he even can make a difference for a team.
Well, what's the point of making a difference for a team if they ain't gonna get a ring?
Hey, if you put it like this, there's not a lot of teams that's gonna be in the top 10 that needs that one piece, you know what I mean, to make them, chase out the ring. Besides the Texans. The Texans had the most shittiest year after they just had, Super Bowl contending years. So they actually, I don't know how they did it, so I could say, they threw their season away to get them a quarterback.
Yeah.
But, some people had major off seasons like the Buccaneers. If the Buccaneers were to get a Johnny Manziel or a Teddy Bridgewater, I think they'd be contenders in the NFC South.
Do you think they'll go to the ship?
No, because we're in the NFC South. The Saints are in the NFC South.
Oh, so you just showed who you rooting for.
Yeah.
Then.
So no, I don't know.
Okay, that's why you like who that.
Yeah.
That's why you like his name. Gay niggas sticking together. We're gonna take one more question, and then we're gonna see what you got on the mock draft. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see where your head at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking through here. Okay. All right, here we go. I like this dude's name. Matter of fact, I was watching this last night, and I watched this specific episode last night, and I was at work. But a pimp named Slickback asked, "Who's the best QB in this year's draft?"
Easy. Blake Bortles.
Who?
Blake Bortles. And that's the thing. That's why I like Blake Bortles. He flew under the radar. He wasn't, highly recruited. You know what I mean? He didn't play for, Alabama of such. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play, in the SEC and stuff like, you know what I mean? So he flew under the radar. But what he did to Baylor and just the year he had, he's amazing. And he is your prototypical quarterback. So that's why I would put him over the other ones. He's 6'5", you know what I mean? He's 240, So, yeah. And he runs. He can run. So, he's mobile. And I just feel like his mechanics and his footwork is there. So, I would have to say Blake Bortles probably would be. Now, I know I said Johnny Manziel was going number 1. Yeah. But that's not, my personal preference. I feel like he's been in Texas. I feel like he's the Vince Young of this year. In Houston can do it all over again. They can take Vince Young, make people happy. They can take Johnny Manziel and make people happy. So, but I feel like Blake Bortles is that guy.
Okay. So I hope Slick Back. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably got to say the whole thing.
Yeah.
Pimp name.
You can't just say
Slick Back.
Yeah.
I hope that nigga answered your question. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I did.
You feel like you did?
Yeah, I feel like
we definitely gonna see how this draft turns out. I want y'all to hold him accountable for everything he said because he's 20. You understand? And we need to start holding him accountable. We need to charge him as an adult.
Yeah, like I feel like people still treat me as a kid, but sometimes, like when they want me to do grown up shit, I'm a grown up at that point.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Like you my little cousin, but you taller than me. You got more facial hair than me.
Yeah,
it's weird. I mean, my meat's still bigger than yours.
All right, bro, you getting off topic.
All right. You got your mock draft ready?
Yeah, I got it ready.
How you feeling right now? You gonna give us the top 10?
I'm gonna give you the top 10.
Top 10.
What would I name it? Like Mayock has his own draft board, so like, but that's his last name. So when I say the Edwards draft board,
you could.
All right.
If you just want
the
mock
Edwards,
him.
good one.
Stop.
All right. So now I'll fuck that one. My whole name, the Al Edwards mock draft.
Okay, let's hear it.
You heard it here first. Are you ready?
So you gonna start from 1?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Texas.
Is that being the
greatest?
greatest?
I already told you.
To the least.
No, yeah, that's the number 1 pick.
Okay.
The second, third.
I guess so. Go ahead.
All right. So number 1. All right, Johnny Manziel. I already told you why. Really don't need to go into that. But I can also see them taking Khalil Mack because they're playing with in the conference division or whatever. They're playing against Andrew Luck, and based on whoever the Jags pick, if they don't get Johnny Manziel, I'm pretty sure the Jags are gonna get Johnny Manziel. So they're gonna need someone to chase around those quarterbacks. But I feel like Johnny Manziel will be number 1. All right.
Okay. Number 2.
All right, number 2, the Rams. Sammy Watkins. I don't see any other pick. Pretty much self-explanatory. Sam Bradford has never had a weapon of his caliber, and I feel like Sammy Watkins will just put them over the top in their division. They need receivers. So
plain and simple.
Yeah, plain and simple. Like I don't feel like anybody will argue me with that.
Number 3.
Number 3, if the Texans do take Johnny Manziel, I feel like they will take the next best available quarterback, and Blake Bortles. And I feel like with Gus Bradley as their head coach coming from Seattle, you know what I mean? I feel like Pete Carroll has him to that level to where he knows what he needs to do to win.
Yeah.
Run the ball and, have a... I'm not saying Russell Wilson subpar, but he's not the greatest. So I feel like Blake Bortles would fit good in the Jags offense.
Okay. Number 4?
All right. Number 4. All right. I still haven't said Clowney's name, and I'm not going to say it here. Okay? Number 4, feel like Teddy Bridgewater would be the best fit because they have the offensive weapons. They have, Josh Gordon. They have, Jordan Cameron. They have Ben Tate as their running back, and I feel like they need a quarterback just to top it off. They had a top 10 defense last year, so obviously that's not the problem. So they need offense. Go with Teddy.
Okay, and that wraps up number 4?
Yeah, that wraps up number 4.
Let me hear number 5.
All right, number 5. You might hear me say, no, I'm going to say it, Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney is the best, defensive specimen I ever seen in my life. He runs faster than quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He ran faster than, all the quarterbacks this year. So I feel like Oakland at number 5, taking him, they've added everything they possibly could add with veterans from cornerback to everything. So I feel like just taking, Clowney would just make, the Raider Nation happy. You can't miss with Clowney.
Okay. Number 6.
All right, number 6, the Falcons. With the way, this NFC South, so, I'm going to pick favorites. All right, with the way the Saints are playing, the way the Panthers are playing, and the way that the Bucks have just upgraded their defense, they have to take an offensive tackle. And by an offensive tackle, I mean the best offensive tackle, meaning you have to take Greg Robinson. That's self-explanatory too. They have to take one. Unless Clowney or somebody slips, I don't see them taking anything outside of taking Greg Robinson.
Okay.
All right.
Number 7.
7. David Carr.
2 words.
David Carr. Or is it Derek Carr? They're brothers. But their names sound similar. They need a quarterback too. If my predictions are right and Teddy and everyone else is taken already, they're going to have to take a quarterback, and I feel like he's the best, next up. They revamped their defense, but they need a quarterback to, even contend. So I have to say they would take whatever quarterback's best next on their board.
Yeah.
And most likely that would be, I think it's Derek Carr.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. It's one of those cars, dude.
One of those cars?
Yeah, one of the cars.
Well, you coming out top of the head, so I give you that. I give you that. Number 8.
All right, number 8, that's the Vikings, I think. I think that's the Vikings. All right, the Vikings should take Taylor Lewan. I feel like he's the best physical, the well put together offensive tackle, and I feel like he would be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the left tackle, but if you play, he's a plug and play player. I feel like you can put him at guard, wherever. If you put him at right tackle,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Across from, the dude from USC. I only have to say his name. He's a pretty good left tackle. But if you put him across from him, I feel like Adrian Peterson, couldn't be stopped. So, say Taylor Lewan at 8.
Okay, straightforward with that one. Number 9.
All right, number 9. It's the Bills, I think. We gotta write this down next time. The Bills at number 9, I think. And they need a receiver. Because E.J. Manuel, people like, E.J. Manuel's this and that. I feel like E.J. Manuel is horrible. If he was in this year's draft class going against these quarterbacks, I don't think E.J. Manuel would get drafted in the first or the second round. Or maybe even the third round. I feel like E.J. Manuel cannot throw.
Yeah.
He has a weak arm. He has a noodle arm. And I feel like he's just not what that is. So that being said, I feel like they should take Mike Evans. Why Mike Evans? He's fucking 6'6". You ever seen somebody 6'6" up in person?
Close enough.
All right, he's fucking 6'6".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Playing against corners that are 5'8", and he pretty much damn near has a whole.
I'm only like 5'9".
Yeah, he pretty much
6'6".
he pretty much has a whole foot over these guys.
Yeah.
So for me saying that, if EJ Manuel, if he can't throw the ball, if he can't rope the ball how it needs to be roped, and it's a jump ball situation every time,
he can get it.
He can get it because he's 6'6". So
okay.
Yeah, I feel like that would be.
Okay, so basically, last but not least.
All right, I know who's at 10 because it's Detroit Lions.
Okay.
All right, Detroit isn't a bad team at all. I feel like Detroit has their quarterback. They have their franchise quarterback, their receiver, and they have Reggie Bush. He's also from USC. If you haven't, I favor USC players. If you haven't noticed by now, yeah, Reggie Bush still plays, dude. Yes,
you got me.
He still plays, but I feel like they should take Verrett, not Everett, but it's Verrett. Like it's spelled
just the E off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool. Right?
Hey,
I was like, yeah.
I tell you what, I hope he make it so that when I play Madden and make my dude, they'll say my name.
No, they're gonna say Verrett, not Everett.
I will. Okay, close enough.
All right, but anyway, Verrett. Since we stay in Texas, since watching him at TCU, Verrett is to me the best corner in this year's draft, and I love the small corners, the small scrappy corners that with speed, he's light on his feet, and Mike Mack said it best. He's just best at changing directions. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I feel like he'll be a great playmaker to put behind that front seven with Ndamukong Suh and Nick Fairley.
Okay.
So I feel like Jason Verrett from TCU goes number 10, and yeah, so that's
okay.
That's 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's 10. That's 10. That's good. Okay, we're gonna see if any of that comes to fruition. You know what I'm saying? But
to what?
To fruition.
Food. All right.
Yes, my lexicon is immaculate. Y'all need to look all that up. Your boy is educated. I got my diploma.
Your diploma.
Anyways, that's our time here, man. We're not gonna hold y'all long. We're gonna see if the guru was correct on his predictions that he made today. But I'm gonna let you take them out since you and other people will be the face of this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna stick to what I do best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Next time, well, basically, like you said, it's the new channel, Black Door Media.
That's right.
And, basically what I'm going to be taking care of is the sports part of it. It's going to be more than football. Right now, I just feel like I can't really talk about, the NBA playoffs because it's not, it can go either way. And baseball is just not getting started, and I don't watch hockey. So, the Stanley Cup is out of the question. So yeah, I just feel like right now is a perfect time to talk about the draft, and basically that's what we're doing today. And next time I'll most likely be coming out with at least 2 videos a week.
And y'all heard it, 2 videos a week. So that's 2 chances to prove
2
him wrong.
2 chances.
I would love to see it. We love to hear from you.
Yeah,
make sure y'all check out the link in the description.
Check out
which
Facebook.
To lead y'all to our Facebook, where y'all can talk shit to us. Let us know how much you like the channel.
Ask me some more questions on there.
Ask him some more questions.
Because I was actually surprised we got those 4.
Send us some more emails, whatever you do. We appreciate the people that's been rocking with us so far. Y'all keep it coming. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe like it's your job. And we ghost.
Hey.